So let's begin by lengthening our spine and taking a nice deep breath as we breathe up the spine, up into the head, and then back down to the tail. Let's bathe our body from the inside with fresh air. And exhale with a sigh and soften your body. And let's breathe in youthfulness. And I invite you to close your eyes and imagine the air you're breathing in through the nose is a beautiful spring green, like you're breathing in spring. I love the smell of recently mowed lawns. It smells like chlorophyll. So the color green is associated with the element of the wood, makes sense. Green leaves on trees. Bathe your mind with that fresh green color. Bathe your heart with beautiful green, filling your heart with love for nature. And then fill your body with the suppleness of a green sapling. And then imagine the air all around you is green, as if you were under a canopy in the forest and you see lots of leaves, moss and ferns. Soften your body. And breathe in the beauty of nature into every cell of your body. And then open your eyes. We're going to stand up in just a second, but before we do, I want to show you a point that we're going to be accessing on our body today as we begin the first exercise. And it's right at the base of the ring finger. And the ring finger is the finger associated with the liver. And there's a point we can access with our thumb. If you can access it that way, you can bring your thumb across and hold. And so we'll be holding that stimulates the liver and the liver meridians. If you want, stand up. Or otherwise, you can remain seated. That's okay too. So still holding on to the base of your ring finger. Bring the back of the hands together and let's come up like a tree and then open, spread your branches. We'll do that 2 more times, just starting to get the energy to move up and out. Back of the hands together like a sapling, and then we open to the sun. So let's pause for a moment. We're going to continue that same movement. We're going to slow it down a little bit, but we're going to include the healing sound for the liver and the gallbladder. And the sound is shoo. So that's S, S, H, 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 U, shoo. But you want to accentuate the sh sound. And so let's inhale. And as we exhale, we say shoo. Open the arms. And then inhale, gathering the sunlight, that life force, bathe your brain, your heart, your hips, your bottom, and your legs. And then send it into the earth. And then inhale up. Oops. And then exhale. Shoo. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Inhale. This time, long inhale. And long exhale. Ooh. And we'll do 2 more. Big long inhale. And you can sing it or chant it if you like. Shoo. Gather the sun, the moon, the stars. And last one. Shoo. Bring the infinite energy of the universe into the mind, the heart, and into the body. And give your hands a little shake. You can open and close your fingers. When we do that, that begins to activate our energy meridians associated with the hands. The thumb is the lungs, the middle finger, or the index is the spleen, the middle finger, the fire finger, that's the heart. We've just worked on the ring finger, and the little finger is associated with kidneys. So just nice to get everything activated, a little shake. And then since we're working with the wood element, let's move into tree pose. My feet are about hip distance apart. And let's bring the hands up to the heart area. So it's nice and relaxed. Shoulders are not involved. Elbows are loose and dangling. And then breathe into your heart. And imagine you're a little seed in the earth. We've been hibernating all winter. And there's been a little bit of rain and the sun's getting warmer. And so we're going to crack out of our seed. And let's begin by exhaling and imagine our seed growing, our roots begin to descend into the earth. And soften your body, feel yourself getting heavy. Our roots absorb the nutrients of the soil, it nourishes us, it gives us energy, it's our food. And then let's bring the awareness to the top of our head. And imagine we're pushing through the soil. So raise your body up, the crown of the head opens, and you see the sky for the first time. And take a nice deep breath and breathe in the sunlight. Let it warm you, nourish you with life force. Nice deep breath. And then if your arms are getting tired, it's okay to lower them down a little bit, still keeping the integrity of the tree. But then bring the awareness to your heart. And here we open up. It's like we're opening our eyes and we're checking out the world around us. We let our leaves unfurl. We connect to the air, the birds, and all living things. And the tree has a distinct advantage of being able to see 360 degrees around. So turn on your extrasensory perception and become aware of your surroundings. Let's inhale and spread our branches. So the arms come out. Let's open the hands wide, palms up, stretch, and then soften. Let's bring the right hand overhead with the inhale, the tree bending in with the breeze. And then as you exhale, let it float back down. And reach out from the fingertips. And exhale. Opens up our rib cage and begins to make our spine more flexible with side bending. Inhale, feel your body. Let's do one more each side. Maybe you can sense your waist stretching, even your hips stretching. And last one. Let's imagine there's a big gust of wind and we really bend over. Bend your knees. We're going to make a circle. And then open. Exhale. Bend, look down to the earth. And then inhale up and look up to the here. Exhale, look down to the earth. Inhale, look up to the sky. Let's do one more each side. And reach out and let's pull energy in as if you were gathering energy back into the tree. And let's send the energy into our roots. Imagine your roots go even deeper. So let's lengthen our spine, become taller. Tuck your chin slightly. Take a deep breath in. Relax your body as you exhale. And then let's take the deepest breath of the day and let's hold the breath. Feel your chest and back expand. Is your belly puffed out? Maybe you can breathe in a little more. Feel yourself full, like you're pushing against your skin from the inside. And now let's empty all the way, soften, and let your body melt. And breathe youthfulness and happiness into your mind. And open the eyes, bring the back of the hands together, and let's surround ourselves with the energy of enthusiasm for life. That's a very youthful quality, not cynical, sarcastic, but enthusiasm. We're going to work a little bit more with expanding and contracting. You know, you think of the wood in your deck or your house, it expands and contracts. Even though the wood from the tree has been cut, it still expands and contracts. So this is called clearing the small universe, and the hands come to about just below the navel and the palms are up. And let's inhale up to the heart. The palms face out and we push, we expand our own energy field, like the tree trunk growing even bigger. As you inhale, draw in the beautiful energy of nature. And then let's let ourselves expand up to the sky. The treetop reaches towards the sun, look up, and then the palms come down as you bring the energy of the sky through your head and into your heart. Let's expand out in front of us. Exhale. And then inhale. And this time, push behind. And draw the hands back to the heart. Let's send all that energy we've gathered and let our roots go even deeper. Pushing down. Bring that vitamins and minerals of Mother Earth right into your heart. And expand the vitamins and minerals out into your bones, your blood, your joints, fingers. Bring springtime energy into your heart. And push away old thinking. Remember, this is about insight, inspiration, and expanding your potential. So we bring that infinite potential of the universe into our heart. We push, clearing our path, pushing away the obstacles. And breathe in. And sometimes the past holds us back. So let's push away grudges, wrongs. Bring in kindness and forgiveness. Bring it into the heart. Let's bring it up to the head. kindness, forgiveness flows through your body back to the earth. Let's do one more round of clearing the small universe, pushing away anger, resentment, frustration, and bringing in forgiveness, love, patience. Push away the weight of the world. Reach for all the stars in the sky. Let that light up your brain, light up your body, new thoughts and experiences. Push out in front. We don't know what the future holds, but let's bring in our dreams, our plans. And then push away from the back, clearing what you don't need anymore. Hands come back to the heart, inhale. And let's exhale, sending our roots even deeper. And stand here for a moment. And maybe you can feel your body expanding. Maybe you can even feel your energy field expanding. Breathe into your heart. And sense your energy field expanding even more with the exhale. One more time, breathing into the heart. That's our center. It's like a seed, we expand from our center. And good. Let's rub our hands together. We're going to do a little self-massage. And when we rub our body, it's called rubbing the tree. You know, we pat sometimes, we hit sometimes, but today we're going to rub. And let's do a little clap. And begin by giving yourself a little shampoo. Just, you know, rubbing the scalp. Oh, it just messes up my hairdo. Oh, well. Rubbing the scalp like you're doing a good shampoo. Bringing the blood to the surface, maybe ideas to the surface. And then brush your hair with your fingertips. It's called the dragon runs through the forest. And then let's rub our face. Rub your forehead, make little circles. And then let's close our eyes and gently tap your eyes, or if it feels good, you can place your hands on your eyes and do little circles. Nice deep breath of gratitude for the eyes. And then let's rub our hands together. Let's just do a little bit of eye exercise, because remember the wood element is also for the eyes. Do a clap to wake up the laogong, the palm, and then place them over the eyes. Roll your eyes in a circle, big circle, again and again. This is an eye exercise for the muscles of the eyes. And then go the other way, rolling in circles. And then pause, notice what you see, and then look up as if you could look up into your brain. Feel the stretch. And then look down as if you could look at your tongue. Look to the left, both eyes. Notice that's, you know, we don't really work the muscles in our eyes very much. So this is a nice dedicated eye exercise. And now look to the right. Bring your eyes back to neutral. Squeeze them tight. Notice what you see. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And now relax. Notice what you see. Keep the eyes closed and slowly take the hands away from the eyes, noticing what you see. And breathe in what it is you see. Squeeze your eyes tight, changes, and then relax. And look down. And now gently open your eyes slowly, because we've had our eyes closed. We don't want too much light shocking our irises and our pupils. And good. Let's rub our nose and our cheeks. Rub above the upper lip, or if it feels better, you can tap. I kind of like the tapping for the gums and teeth. And then the lower gums and teeth. And let's rub our ears. Nice deep breath. Thank your ears and think of whether it's bird calls or animals rustling around. That shh sound we did earlier, the shoo, is the sound of the wind in the leaves. Let's take our fingers and stroke the throat. And then stroke the back of the neck, pulling the fingers from the middle towards the front of the throat. You can rub up and down. Apply pressure if that feels good. And then hands on the lungs. Imagine you're stimulating, rubbing your lungs. Thank you, lungs. On the heart. And then give a little rub at the breastbone. That stimulates our immune system. Let's go on to your right shoulder. Give it a nice circular rub. And then rub the arm. Both sides coming down like we're scrubbing off the dirt. Forearms, rub the wrist. And then wash your hands. And then lift and gentle, hardly touching your clothing. Very gentle. And from the elbow down to the bottom of the ribs. Thank you, breast, mammary glands, lymph glands. Let's go on to the other side. Thank you, arm, forearm, tricep, bicep. Oh, here's my forearm. Got a little excited there. Elbow, wrist, hand, fingers. Thank you, everybody. And then gentle. Thank you, breast. Thank you, mammary glands and lymph glands. I'll be your mirror here. So left side, thank you. Spleen, stomach, pancreas. Come across the front of your body. Thank you, intestines, and gastric juices, all the digestive organs and systems. And then a little tap beneath the navel. Thank you, sexual organs, elimination organs. Rub the right side of your body, liver and gallbladder. Take a deep breath. And then let's give our backs a little rub up and down. It gets the energy of the kidney going, which is our life force. Wakes up the gate of life, the Ming Men, so opening up the gate for long, healthy life. Come onto your sacrum and find your pelvis, give your hips and pelvis a nice rub, getting the energy to flow. Onto your glutes. And then let's choose the leg. Thank you, thigh. Thank you, knee and shin and calf. And then tap your foot. Thank you, foot and toes. And then we'll go on to the other leg. Rubbing the tree today. Activating our energy, getting the blood to flow, and the chi. Thank you, foot and toes. Thank you, leg and knees and ankles. Thank you, body. And let's come into tree again. Nice deep breath. And then really hug the tree. Let's give ourselves a big hug as you thank your body. Thank you, body. Smile to your spirit, the brightest part of you. And tell yourself you love yourself. Thank your body. Thank your heart. Thank your mind. Thank your spirit. And then relax. Unwind the arms. We're almost done with tree. We're going to do a little shaking off the leaves. So if it was fall, there's breeze. And so we shake the top of the head. Maybe thoughts fly out that we don't need. Certainly anger is a good one to let go of, frustration, envy, jealousy is considered part of the wood element. I like to blow all those things out through my mouth. And then let's bring the energy into the shoulders. A lot of tension and stress is held in the neck and the shoulders. Exhale through the mouth again. Shake your elbows. Like you're shaking off the leaves. You know, the leaves nourish the tree, and then in the fall they turn brown. There's no more nourishment left. So it doesn't feed the tree anymore. So the tree knows it's time to let it go. So we humans, sometimes we hang on to things even though we know that they're not good for us. So we want to be more like the tree. And then give your tail a nice shake, shaking the hips, shaking your buttocks. And then shake your knees together. It's like I'm doing the Charleston here, getting the energy to flow through my knees. And then kick out your feet to the side. Any pain in your body is just flying off of you like the leaves. We don't need that. And then give yourself one big shake, making sure you get rid of everything that no longer serves you. And shaking is so good for us. So good to shake every day. And then let's reestablish our roots. Take a deep breath, lengthen the spine, tuck your chin a little. And can you even sense your heart beating? A lot of times, you know, I can sense it without my hands, but if you can't sense it, put your hands on your heart. I can't always sense it, but after I shake, I can usually sense my heart beating. And take a deep breath, thanking your heart. Relax your mind and breathe in inspiration and light. Well, we've loosened everything up. We're going to move into a spiraling dragon. Dragon is associated with the wood element because a lot of plants, you know, they spiral up. They just don't grow up. You know, leaves unfurl, and sometimes there's an upward undulating movement. So let's do some spiraling dragon. Both arms come across the body. The palms come up overhead as we move to the other side. And then the palms come out to where we started and then in towards the belly. We come up over the head with the inhale. And with the exhale, the palms move towards the belly. Let me show you that from the side. Inhale, overhead, look up. And exhale, the tail sticks out a little bit. The pelvis slides forward as we inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And let your body go loose. Make this yours. The idea here is we're spinning and spiraling through the universe. So we can gather all the starlight. And with the exhale, we're guiding that right into the belly, our physical energy center. Imagine your dragon tail pushing through the air or the Milky Way. Let's do 3 more here. Gathering all the stars, bringing it in. This is a really nice exercise for just about every joint in the body. The neck, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the hips and the knees, even the ankles. And let's do one last one. So reach out, stretch, big dragon. And exhale in. And let's relax for a second. Take a deep breath. Let's go the other way. Inhale, look up. And exhale, let your hips make circles. Inhale up. And exhale. The sun represents youthfulness, life force energy. Let's gather the sun and bring it into the belly. Like the dawn of the new day, the sun brings light, warms us up. Now let's gather the energy of the moon. The moon is female energy, wise energy, nurturing energy. So we bring wisdom and love into our bodies. Let's do 3 more. I have some beautiful clouds above me. It looks like a dragon. And the last one. Feels like I'm swimming in the celestial sea with other dragons. Now let's place our hands over our belly. So we just delivered all the energy of heaven right into what's called the lower dantian, our elixir field for our body. So everything physical. So we're going to feel strong and powerful. And in Chinese mythology, the dragon represents the emperor. So emperor is always considered benevolent and kind. So that's one of the reasons that the dragon is associated with the wood element for kindness. Now we're going to practice the phoenix. The phoenix represents the empress. And she's always flying around the universe, being chased by the dragon in a playful way. It's a kind of flirtatious way. But this exercise is called Phoenix Rising. Okay, and so 1 foot forward, let's put the right foot forward. And the exercise is very easy. We inhale, arms go back, and then we exhale, we shift forward. Inhale, and exhale. So remember when we shook, and all those leaves fell off of us, all the things we didn't need. So we're encouraging, gathering what doesn't serve us anymore. What have we grown out of? Sometimes we grow out of thoughts, beliefs, likes. So any anger, grudges, resentments, frustration, we're building our funeral pyre. We gather. So anger, grudges, resentments, frustration, that's like the kindling for the fire. We don't need all that stuff. Let's do 2 more after this one. And we're going to pause. So weights forward, fingers relaxed. So the phoenix, every 1,000 years, dies. She builds her funeral pyre, she lights herself on fire, and then she burns up. And all of the frustrations and grudges and angers are gone. But then she rises out of the fire, and she knows all the wisdom that she's learned for the past thousands of years, but she doesn't have the things that don't serve her, like the frustrations and angers and grudge. So let's light the fire. Inhale, raise the arms up, back, and exhale, shift forward, fingers down. Imagine smoke and fire rising up. Exhale. All the stuff you didn't need goes up. And now let's begin to bring the new us. We'll rise out of the fire. Fingers are like magnets. You pull that new version of yourself, reborn, renewed, refreshed. And imagine she's flowing up out of the fire, and she flies right into you. Spread your wings. And we become the phoenix. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in, rebirth, renewal, immortality. Bring your wingtips to your belly. And then let's change feet, other foot forward. So anything, this is an opportunity to, what don't you like? What you don't want to carry around anymore? Could be feelings of lack of confidence or a bad habit that you might have. Even anger at yourself. We all, we all say at one point or another, oh, I wish I hadn't have done that, or I wish wouldn't have said that. But, we can't be angry with ourselves. We have to learn to forgive ourselves, make reparations, and move on. So let's do a few more here, thinking about what do you think leaves its leave, or doesn't serve you anymore. Last 3. Stretch your arms, stretch your fingers. Last one. Negative self-thinking is a good one to let go of. Let's pause. Maybe there's energy dripping off your fingers. And that's the fuel for the fire. Let's ignite the fire. Inhale, arms raise up. And exhale. Imagine you can see this smoke and the flames, hear the crackle of the kindling. Send what you don't need up to the sky. And begin to sense the new you rising up out of the fire, flowing into you, spreading your wings. Breathe in the wisdom of the phoenix. Last 2. Last one. And the wingtips land on the belly. Take a deep breath. And then bring your feet together. Lengthen from your tail feathers up to the top of the head and tuck your chin slightly. From your exhale, and you start the inhale, fill yourself up, expanding from your core out. And then feel yourself contracting as you exhale. Let's breathe patience into the mind. So the phoenix is the powerful, mythical, immortal female bird. And I think we're all ladies here today. I did an affirmation for a couple of my clients years ago. One had dementia, and she was very sad about losing her mind. And so I came up with these affirmations to make her feel more powerful. And yes, she's not there all the time. I still see her, but we still do these affirmations. And she knows them, and she can recite them with me, and it always brings a smile to her face. And we're going to do these affirmations. I was thinking about them last weekend, and I thought, what would be a Qigong for these affirmations? And so all I had to do was ask, and the universe gave me a new Qigong form. gotta go with inspiration when it hits, right? So first we'll do the affirmations. So remember, we're phoenixes, we're powerful, we live for thousands of years, and the hands are on the hips. And we say to ourselves as we breathe in, I am powerful. And you puff yourself up like, Wonder Woman. And then you flex your muscles. I am strong. You remind yourself not only your physical strength, but your inner strength. Then the fingers come up towards the head. I'm wise and I'm smart. The hands come over the head because we have to tell ourselves we're beautiful. We are so beautiful. And the hands come to the heart. And then one hand on the hip and fingers out, and we're sassy. So that's the fifth one. We're sassy. Sassy implies we know what's going on. We see everything. You can't take advantage of me. I got some sass. I'm going to protect what's mine and take, anyhow, whatever sassy means to you. So let's do that one more time. And then we'll do the Qigong. I am powerful. I am strong. I am wise. I'm beautiful inside and out. And I'm sassy. And don't you forget it. I like the little finger wag because that's empowering. We're the boss. We're in control. Okay, so here's the Qigong that I came up with. And we start with the feet together. We align ourselves between earth and heaven. We feel the earth. We know the sky is above us, but we are right here in the middle of all of life. And then let's step out to the left as we open. The back of the hands come together and we gather, we bring earth medicine up, life medicine up, and we open up to heaven medicine. And we bring all that power, the three treasures of the universe, into the hips. Take a deep breath in. I'm powerful. And then slide the hands down the body, palms up, make fist, and bring the fist into the heart. The fists touch. And take a deep breath. I have inner strength and outer strength. Come up, let's gather from the heavens, nature, and Mother Earth. Make prayer hands at the lower dantian. Breathing in wisdom to your body, your physical being. And then hands at prayer at the heart, breathing wisdom into your heart, your thoughts and emotions. Bring the thumbs up to the third eye, breathing the wisdom of your spirit into your being. Hands open, hands touch the head. We remind ourselves we're beautiful beings. And then one arm comes up. And this is a very slow sassy. And then the other hand comes up. The version of cloud hands. We push negative thinking about ourselves. And we fill the mind with loving ourselves, claiming our power, and anything else. If you hear the buts or what ifs, that's what we're pushing away. Let's do one more. The left arm reaches out, embrace tiger, bring it in. Bring it up over your head. And then we return to the mountain. And this is mountain pose. The arms are by your body. When we're at the base of the mountain seems huge and immense, like we could never reach the top of the mountain. We can't even see it. But we're comfortable, we're connected to the earth, so we know we're safe. And we have that strength of the mountain. And then as we climb up the mountain, the hands come to about the heart level, and the air is more clear. We're more connected to the birds, the wildlife. We feel a lightness of being, and we're halfway there. We know we're on our journey. And the head is the top of the mountain. That's where we can have a clear vision, unobstructed views. So let's make a window with our hands. Starting from the heart, bring it up to the third eye. Look through your vision. Look at your hopes and your dreams. And then bring the hands overhead, looking up, top of the mountain. And then inhale. And let's open the window, expanding our dreams, seeing our visions, seeing more than our visions. Expanding our horizons. And then let's close. We'll gather earth, life, and heaven. And bring the hands to your heart. Thumbs rest on the breastbone. Breathing in, I am powerful. I'm strong. I'm wise. I'm beautiful. I'm sassy. And then bow, honor yourself. Remembering who you are. And good, shake it out. Let's move back into the animal realm. And we're going to move into the deer. So let's gather that a deer energy. Think about your hooves. It's like you're kind of on high heels, but be grounded. Deer. Strong flanks, big barrel bodies, lovely thick necks. And we have our, what do we call it? Our snouts. And we have cute little deer ears. So we gather that grace and beauty of the deer. Bring it into your lower dantian. And then gather the compassion and kindness of the deer. We are herd animals and we watch out for each other. And then gather the energy of leaping over high fences, challenges in our lives. And then breathe it into your heart, bathe your mind with the deer spirit, and surround yourself with the deer energy. Let's put the right foot forward again. And I'm just resting the ball of my foot on the ground. Sink into your back leg and pull the deer energy up and palms face out. Relax your shoulders and elbows. When we practice deer, it's a leg strengthener, so good for the legs. This is called meditating deer. And now let's shift the weight onto the front foot. So front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Now see if you can get one straight line from your tailbone to the top of your head. So I'm looking down about 6 or 8 feet in front of me. Push out through your back leg. And then let's twist to the left. Look behind you. You're stretching your liver. And then let's look front. Place the right hand on the right hip and then shift the weight onto your left leg. I'm sorry, wrong hand. Oh, put your left hand on your hip. With your right hand, bring it down to the left knee. My left leg is, oh gosh, see, I'm mixed up. I'm sorry. Getting my rights and left. This is your right hand, right leg. Here we go. And so back leg is straight. You want to get a nice stretch in the hamstrings, behind the knee, into the calf. This is called the deer does a curtsy. Take a nice deep breath into your legs. Notice how the muscles can relax and let go. And then let's rise up, gather the spirit of the deer, bring it back into your belly. Now let's change feet. Left foot out. Inhale up. And sink into your right leg. Front leg is straight, back leg is bent. If you want, you can do little deer ears moving around, listening. Notice where you can soften. And now let's shift the weight onto the front leg. Back leg straightens. Tuck your chin a little to lengthen the back of the neck. Push out through your right heel. Let's twist to the right. Look behind as if you were looking for a little baby deer. And then let's look forward. Hand on the hip, front leg is straight, weights on the back leg, and the deer does a curtsy. And you get to go as low as you like. If if this is it, that's it. If this is it, that's it. But if maybe you can touch your ankle or your foot. Relax your glutes. Nice deep breath. Relax your hamstring, your knee. One more breath here. And then let's come up. We'll gather the beauty and grace of the deer, and we bring it into the belly. And that series was called Female Deer. Let's go into the male deer. So it's a little different. You want to puff your chest out again. Like, you mean business. Sometimes the male deer has to fight for his herd. And we have testosterone running through us. We have vigor and vitality. And then let's shift the weight. Weight is on your left foot, the right heel comes up, and then we spread the fingers wide. That's like spreading our antlers. Shift the weight onto your right leg. Gather vitality, and then spread your antlers. So it's a little shifting of balance. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. That's level 1 with balance. Level 2 is we begin to hover the foot off the ground, playing with balance. You can always set it back down. Hover. If you want level 3, you float the knee up. Like strong male deer, powerful. So stay at your level. Let's do 2 more each side. Bringing in vitality, enthusiasm, excitement about life. Bringing in kindness and forgiveness. And almost most importantly, the flexibility to forgive, the flexibility to admit a mistake, flexibility to change. And then gather the energy of flexibility, kindness, love. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and imagine your body is a beautiful buck. Notice where you can soften. One more deep breath. And then relax, shake out the deer energy. You can shake your little deer tail. And then since the wood element is all about expanding our vision of how we want to live the rest of our lives, or maybe even just how we want to live the rest of the day, we're going to end today with expanding our vision. And we're going to be working with the sun and the moon energy. So let's make a ball. Let's imagine we're holding the sun. And we're going to place the sun in the sky, so big ball. And let's wash our body with the energy of the sun. That's youthfulness and light. Place the sun up in the sky. It's almost like you're making that window again. And then grasp the ball, the sun, place them in the sky. This time, grasp the ball. Imagine you're grasping the moon. The moon is wise female energy, cool, nurturing, wisdom, bringing softness lyrical. One more time, bathing yourself with the sun, youthfulness, male energy, the energy of life. And now the moon. And so we've got the moon. Let's expand. So we open the window. We bring expansion. Wow, I didn't even know all those things were possible. And then we gather the moon energy. And we bring all those new possibilities through our body. And we place it into the sky, looking through the window. Let's look at the sun. And let's expand the sun energy, that male energy, getting things done, accomplishing things. All the more things that are available to you now. And then bring the sun through your body. Let's do the moon. Inhale, open. Exhale. Wisdom. And exhale as you put it through the sky. And now the sun energy to get everything done. Create more insight, inspiration. And bring the light of the sun through your body. Look at your dreams and expand them. Bring that expanded vision through your body. And expand again. Inhale. Exhale. Oops, let's bring the moon through. And we'll do one more each side. So the moon is wise, wisdom, nurturing. Nurture yourself. Nurture your dreams with compassion and love. Bringing the moon through the body. We'll place her into the sky, looking for the sun. And then expand the sun energy, your potential. Gathering up your infinite potential, bring it through your body. Let's place them back in the sky, and let's opening ourselves up to the infinite energy, infinite possibilities for ourselves. And then let's gather it in as we embrace Tiger, embracing all of it, bringing it up to the mind, bathing the mind, and then bathing your whole being. Let it flow through you like water, fresh energy. Shift the weight to your right foot. Let's step to the left. One more time, we gather from earth, life, and heaven. Let's rest the hand at the forehead, third eye. Take a deep breath as you thank your spirit. Let your spirit inspire you. And when this inspiration knocks on your door, let it fly open. And then bring the energy into your heart. Expand your emotions and thoughts. So many possibilities. And then fingers down as you come to your lower dantian. Thank your body. And then relax. Gather one more time. Bring your hands to your heart. And give yourself a bow, acknowledging the energies that you played with today. Empowering yourself to be more forgiving, kind, flexible, and inspired. Thank you for joining me.